Good morning. I thank you so very much, Professor Jemadare Kamare, for this very gracious introduction. Our hosts, my dear colleague and sister, Ambassador Amin Ali, distinguished members of the panel, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to attend this symposium, and I look forward to the presentations and discussions that I anticipate to be very interesting and eye-opening. I reiterate my appreciation to Dr. Ron Daniels and to the Institute of Black World for this opportunity to be here and to introduce the Honorable Pedro de Verona Rodrigues Pires, a great statesman, a dear friend and mentor. Pedro Pires is a great nationalist and a distinguished freedom fighter. He assumed highest functions in political and military planning inside the African Party for the Independence of Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde, PAIGC, which he joined in June 1961, along with a large group of young Africans. After the overthrow of the Portuguese government in April 25, 1974, Pedro Pires led the PAIGC delegation that negotiated with the Portuguese government the recognition of the independence of Guinea-Bissau, a process that culminated in the signing of the Argel Accord in August of that same year. In December 1974, as the head of a PAIGC delegation, Pedro Pires signed the agreement for the Cape Verdean independence, having subsequently negotiated with the Portuguese government the political transitional process that led to the national independence on July 5, 1975. During 3 successive mandates, the governments headed by Pedro Pires achieved great strides in governing in an objective and pragmatic manner, envisioning the building of an organized state that was efficient and credible and equally useful in the international arena. Among other achievements, the governments led by Pedro Pires were able to, in a period of 12 years, move the country from a situation of extreme poverty to the multiplication of the national product by 2.5 and the doubling of the production per inhabitant. The gross national product went from $260 to $816. Cape Verde achieved during this period one of the best human development indexes in Africa. There were substantial gains in health, education, training, and literacy, which translated into significant improvement in the conditions of life of the population and in the protection of the environment. At the international level, Cape Verdean government played an important role in the negotiation process that contributed to free Southern Africa from colonial yoke and apartheid. Pro-political reforms, he was one of the main architects of the first pluralistic elections held in Cape Verde in January of 1991. Indeed, even though some prominent members of his party initially resisted the reform plans, he managed to convince them that political openness was the right path to follow. He eventually paid a price for his bold vision, for choosing ethics over power and the interests of the country over personal ambition. He lost those elections, but accepted the result, thus demonstrating fair play and also demonstrating that power transition can happen in Africa without corruption and without bloodshed. Committed to democracy while in opposition, he continued to work for the democratic advancement in Cape Verde. On February 2001, in the second round of the presidential election, he was elected the 3rd president of the Republic of Cape Verde. He was re-elected on the first round on February 2006. During his presidency, Cape Verde was considered as an example of democracy, stability, and prosperity. For his highest contribution to democracy and good governance, he was granted the 2011 Mo Ibrahim Foundation Prize. Since then, it's not worthy to refer, no other leader has received such a distinction. He was also awarded Doctor Honoris Causa diplomas and other high state distinctions from Cape Verde, Brazil, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Portugal, and Spain. President of Amilcar Cabral Foundation, he's created recently the Pierce Foundation, an institution that has the goal to continue to contribute to democracy and development in Cape Verde and in Africa by putting in place a strong program that aims at training and building new leaderships. I thank you so much for your attention.